Hari Om. Good morning, students. Now we are going to discuss the fourth sum. If tangents PA and PB from a point P to a circle. Here we have the two tangents. One is PA and one PB. From the external point P to a circle with center O. That means here they are given a circle with the center point O and the external point, here they are given the external point is what? P. P is the external point. Then PA and PB are two tangents. Now with center O are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degrees. Inclined to each other at an angle 80 degree means what? The two tangents are meet at, then it forms an angle is 80 degree. Is it clear? So the tangents PA and PB, the two are inclined and make an angle 80 degree. Makes an angle what? 80 degree. Now we need to find, we will find angle POA. POA. So we have to join PO and again I should join A. Now I should find an angle. I need to find this angle. What is the measurement of an angle? Is it clear, friends? Now here to find an angle POA, this is the angle that I need to find. Now come to the solution. Here they are given. Here I join OB. Here OA, which is perpendicular to PA. Here OA is the radius and PA is the tangent. The radius is what? Perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. And again you have another radius OB, which is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact where B. Now we can write again, here AP is the tangent and OA is the radius. Therefore, OA is perpendicular to AP. Again, reason we know that relation between, we know the radius. The reason radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. We can write the reason. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Therefore, angle OAP is equal to 90 degree. Again, similarly, angle OB is what? Perpendicular to BP. Now, OB is radius and PB is tangent. Therefore, OB is perpendicular to PB. OB is what? Perpendicular to PB. So reason radius is what? Perpendicular to the tangent. Here this is the radius. This radius is always perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Radius perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Now we can write angle OBP is equal to 90. Here if you take that AOBP is one of the quadrilateral. The sum of four angles of quadrilateral is equal to what? 360 degree. We can write here angle A plus AOBP is a quadrilateral. Angle A plus angle O plus angle B plus angle P, which is equal to what? 360 degree. Angle A is 90 plus angle O plus angle B 90 degree. Angle P is equal to what? 80 degree, which is equal to 360 degree. Now 90 plus 90, 180, 180 plus 80 is 260. Now we have to take that angle O is equal to 360 minus 260. Therefore, angle O is equal to 100 degree. Is it clear? Angle O is equal to 100. Now we have to find that angle AOP. Now I'll take two triangles. Right now I'll continue. Now I'll take two triangles, triangle OAP and triangle OBP. Triangle OAP and triangle OBP are the two triangles in which we can write the length of OA is equal to what you can take? OB. OA is equal to OB. Again, this is the reason radii of same circle. Radii of same circle. Again, we can write OP is equal to OP. OA is equal to OB. Radii of the same circle. OP is equal to OP. This is the common side for the two triangles. OP is equal to OP is the common side. Common side. And AP is equal to BP or BA is equal to BP. BB tangent from external point. Tangent from where? P. The tangent drawn from the external point of circle are equal. We can write tangent drawn from where? P. Therefore, triangle OAP, which is congruent to the triangle OBP, using SSS postulate. Is it clear? Using the congruency, I proved that these triangle and this triangle are said to be congruent. Now we can write. The corresponding parts of the congruent triangle are equal. So to find that, here we have the two equal sides. AP and PB are the two equal sides. The equal sides opposite angles are equal. Which are the two angles? AP is opposite is what? Angle AOP, which is equal to angle OBP. They are what? Half of an angle AOB. Now this angle which is equal to this angle, this is the corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Now if you want, you can write here the reason CPC. Therefore, angle AOP, which is equal to angle OBP, which is what? Half of an angle. This angle is equal to this one. Therefore, half of this angle. Half of an angle AOB. Therefore, half point to AOB. What is the measurement of an angle? AOB. Angle AOB is equal to AOB is equal to 100 into 100. 2 ones are 250s. Therefore, what is the measurement is 50 degree. Therefore, angle AOP, which is equal to angle OBP, they are equal to what? 50 degree. Is it clear, students? Take down this one. Here we have to take that AOP is equal to OBP, which is half of AOP. Therefore, AOP is equal to OBP, they are equal to what? 50 degree. Take down this one. Come to the next one. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. Here there are two concentric circles. Concentric circles means what? Two circles have the same center point with different radii. I'll take, this is the one of the center point on the circle, and another circle. These are the two concentric circles. While observing these two concentric circles, with center O, here they are given radius is 5 centimeter. This is the radius for the larger circle 5 centimeter and the radius for the smaller circle is 3 centimeter. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle. Here they are given the chord for the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So chord for the larger circle and this chord should be touching for the smaller circle. So here I'll write chord which should be touches to the smaller circle. Here I'll take AB. AB is the chord for the larger circle and also it touches for the smaller circle. When a line which touches the circle at one point is what you call tangent of a circle, because it touches the circle, touches with only one point. Here I'll take this, the point is P. Is it clear, students? Here AB is the chord for larger circle and this chord which touches the smaller circle at one point. Here that point what I have taken is P. Now I'll draw OP. OP is the radius and OA is the another radius. As we know that the radius drawn from center point to the chord at the point of contact is what? Perpendicular. Perpendicular means how many degrees it measures? 90 degree. Here I will draw the radius. The radius of the smaller circle is 3 centimeter. And radius for the larger circle is 5 centimeter. I need to find the length of AB. So first I should be calculate the length of AB. First I should be calculate the length of AB. Here I write solution. OP is equal to 3 centimeter. OA is equal to 5 centimeter. Now AB is tangent to smaller circle. Is it clear? See, AB is a chord for the larger circle and which touches circle and which touches the smaller circle at one point. The line which touches circle at one point is what we call tangent of a circle. I have drawn a radius from center point to the point of contact of the tangent AB, then radius is perpendicular to the tangent. It measures 90 degree. AB is tangent to a smaller circle. Therefore, OP is perpendicular to AB. We know the reason. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact, or by first theorem. We can write the 4.1 theorem. Therefore, angle OPA is equal to 90 degree. This 90 degree opposite is what? OA. OA is what we call radius. OA square is equal to OP square plus AP square by using Pythagoras theorem. See, here measures an angle 90 degree. The 90 degree opposite is hypotenuse. Square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. OA square is equal to 5 square is equal to OP is 3 square plus AP square. 5 square value 25 is equal to 3 square value 9 plus AP square. 9 you have to transfer to the LHS. 25 minus 9 is equal to AP square. 25 is equal to 9 minus 9 plus AP square. 9 I transfer to LHS. 25 minus 9. Now we can write 16 is equal to AP square. Take square and there on the take square root on either side or take the square to this side. Becomes square root of 16 is equal to AP. Therefore 16 we can represent 4 square is equal to AP or square. Square we can get cancelled. Therefore AP is equal to 4 centimeter. Now I want the length of PB. So the length of AP is equal to PB. We have already discussed in the 9th standard. A perpendicular line drawn from center point to the chord get bisected. 9th standard property. If you draw a perpendicular line from center point to the chord get bisected. Already is perpendicular line. Therefore, AB get bisected. Therefore, we can write the length of AP is equal to PB. Circle chord property, using circle chord property, which is equal to, we can write, they are equal to what? 4 centimeter. There we can write the reason is circle chord property. Therefore, AB is equal to twice AP. 2 into AP, 4. 4 2s are 8 centimeter. The length of AB is equal to 8 centimeter. Is it clear? Take down this one. The first one, the Reidel search based on the circles. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumby a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Here they are given a quadrilateral is what ABCD and it is circumby a circle. Means a circle it touches all the 4 sides. A circle which touches all the 4 sides of a quadrilateral, hence it is what circumby a circle. Now we have to prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Now this is we want to be proved. To prove this, here I will take a tangent. You know that the tangent drawn from the external point to a circle are equal. From the point A, the length of AB is equal to AS because AB and AS are the two tangents from the external point A. Therefore, the length of AB is equal to AS. You can write AB is equal to AS because tangents from where? From the point A. The tangents from, or we can write tangents drawn from A. Again, the length of BP is equal to BQ. This is the tangent drawn from the external point B. Therefore, BP and BQ are the two tangents because a tangent touches circle at one point. See, from this external point, your BP is equal to BQ. Here we can write the length of BP is equal to BQ. Tangents drawn from where B. Now I'll take from the point C. We have the two tangents. The length of CQ is equal to CR. Right? The length of CR is equal to CQ. See, here the two tangents drawn from the external point C. CQ is equal to CR. Tangents drawn from where? C. Similarly, the length of DR is equal to what you can take? DS. The length of DR is equal to DS. Reason tangents drawn from where? D. The tangents drawn from D. DR is equal to DS. DR is a tangent and DS is a tangent. The two tangents drawn from the external point D. Therefore, the length of DR is equal to DS by the theorem. The theorem says that the tangents drawn from the external point A circle are equal. Now, add all equations. Even though you can give the names, example equation number 1, equation number 2, 3 and so forth. Add 1, 2, 3 and 4. So while adding, we have to add LHS with LHS and RHS with RHS. The LHS is AP plus PB, which is equal to plus CR plus DR. We had LHS with LHS. Now we have to add RHS with RHS. What is RHS? AS plus BQ plus CQ plus BS. Now already added the terms. Now I take AB plus PB is one term. AB plus PB are going to be rearranged. Again CR plus DR. Now here see AP plus PB is equal to AB. Again CR plus DR have taken the group. Again AS plus DS. See AS plus DS is equal to what you can take AD. AS plus DS plus again BQ plus CQ. I have now arranged BQ plus CQ. Now we can observe AP plus PB. AP plus PB is equal to what? AB plus CR plus DR. CR plus DR is equal to CD, which is equal to AS plus DS. AS plus DS is equal to what? AD plus BQ plus CQ. BQ plus C or BQ plus QC is equal to BC. Now, this is what we want to prove. We got the answer AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Now, finally, we can conclude it. Now, we have proved. Take down this one. Is it? Yeah, take down this one. Here, we have the second one. Is prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. So, here a parallelogram ABC, by the question I have drawn a diagram. So, here what they are given? A parallelogram. Here ABCD is a parallelogram and circumscribing by circle. That means a circle it touches all the four sides of a parallelogram. Hence it is what we call circumvying a circle. Parallelogram is circumvying a circle. Now we have to prove that this circumvying a circle by a parallelogram is a rhombus. We know that in rhombus all sides are equal. We have to prove that all sides are equal. Now to prove this, here see the answer. First, what is the given? It's a parallelogram. What are the type of the parallelogram? ABCD is a parallelogram. In parallelogram, ABCD in which, according to the property of parallelogram, in the parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal and also a parallel. Now, the opposite sides are equal. Which are the opposite sides? ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB is equal to DC. AB is equal to DC. Again, the another pair of opposite sides are BC and AD. BC is equal to, we can write AD. This is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. Is it clear? Now, as we know that the tangent drawn from the external point to a circle are equal. So we can write the length of AB is equal to AS. Is it clear? We can write AB is equal to AS. Here, the length of AB is equal to AS. Tangent drawn from the external point A. AB is equal to AS. We can write the reason. Tangent drawn from where A. Again we can write B is the external point, therefore BB is equal to BQ. PB is equal to BQ. Here the tangents are drawn from the external point where P. Now we can take another one. C is the external point, therefore CQ is equal to CR. We can write the length of CR is equal to CQ. Tangents drawn from where C. Therefore CQ is equal to CR. Similarly, the length of DR is equal to DS because D is the external point and DS and D are the two tangents. We can write DR is equal to DS. Tangents drawn from D. Now we have to take that we have to add these equations. Add all the equations. Add all. So we have to add these 4 equations. Now while adding this one, we have to add LHS with LHS and RHS with RHS. What it become? AP plus PB plus CR plus DR, which is equal to, we have to add RHS. AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Now AP plus PB. AP plus PB is equal to, we can take AB plus CR plus DR. CR plus DR is equal to CD, which is equal to AS plus DS. AS plus DS. See, here we have the AS, here DS. AS plus DS is equal to what you can take? AD plus BQ plus CQ. BQ plus CQ is equal to BC. Therefore, now by the given, the length of AB is equal to what you have got? CD. Here I can write AB is equal to what you can write? CD plus CD is equal to, again, we can take that. Here I'll write AD. The length of AD I'll write as it is AD plus BC is equal to, we have that AD. Now CD plus CD plus CD is equal to 2AD. 2 to get cancelled. Therefore we can write 2 to get cancelled. Therefore CD is equal to AD. Is it clear? CD is equal to AD. Equation number 3. Easily we can conclude that here AD is equal to, so see, CD is equal to AD. CD is equal to AD and CD is equal to A. But AD is equal to what? CD and CD is equal to AD. Therefore, easily we can conclude that from the equations 1, 2, 3, from the equations 1, 2, 3, all the sides are equal to one another. I'll conclude here. From 1, 2, 3, we can write the length of AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to BA. See, by these equations we can write the opposite sides are equal and they have proved here the adjacent sides are equal. Similarly, we can write this side is also equal to this side. Therefore, from all the 1, 2, 3 equations, we can conclude that all sides are equal in the quadrilateral. If all sides are equal, hence it is what we call rhombus. Therefore, here we can conclude that ABCD is a rhombus. Is it clear? Take down this one.